advantages of Juggler Method over these methods? For example, does Juggler Method makes a strong personal connection? It is more likely to flow into a relationship.
All the good stuff, but none of the bad stuff.
Okay. And do you think?
Well, let me answer that question. Okay, what would be more direct? Let's see. Again, I just want to reiterate what we're trying to do is be intelligently direct. So I'll say that the overriding theme is that you want the other person to make an effort, and then you want to base your interest on their effort. Okay. So I'll say that to guys, and they'll be like, "Well, that means I've got to talk to her for 10 minutes." No, it doesn't mean you have to talk to her for 10 minutes. It means you have to talk to her sometimes for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Whenever the other person feels like they've made a commitment, they've actually made an effort, then all this is just appreciating that effort. Okay, so we've all had that experience. I'm sure each and every one of you has had the experience where you were at a cocktail party and you were hanging out with some people, and then across the room you made eye contact with a woman and you just knew it was on. Like, wow, that was something. I feel tingly all inside. She feels tingly all inside. And then you meet her in off to the side, the cloakroom, you make out, whatever, you go home together. Right? Everyone's had an experience where there's this instant attraction. Okay? Well, I believe that comes from the other person feeling as if they're making an effort. Usually when it happens, the woman is looking for a dude. Right? And she gave him some sort of sign, she made some sort of effort, and he simply reciprocated that effort. And she felt like, okay, he's reciprocating my effort. And so it was just on in that moment. Right? So that moment, the SOI, that moment you say, I find you sexy, could happen at the beginning. In theory, it could happen right at the beginning. Most of the time, it happens someplace further along. But it certainly happens within 20 minutes, probably before then. Right? I believe you try to move that out as soon as possible, the SOI, that moment where you reveal your attraction. And once you reveal your attraction, remember, that's not a compliment. Right? If I say, I find you sexy, it's not a compliment. It may sound like a compliment, but in fact it is a contract. It is, look, the terms of this interaction going forward are either sexual or romantic. What do you think of that? Sorry, I didn't mean to give you Do you find that, you don't have to take it, for God's sake. It's a contract. It's saying, like, from now on, if we're going to keep going forward, this relationship, my expectation, this is going to be sexual or romantic. That's my expectation. So we don't have to go for it. You're trying to give that to somebody, and either they accept it or not. So if I say I find you sexy and attractive for this reason, she'll either say, no, I don't like that. I'm going to take off here. She takes off. Or she's going to stick around. She sticks around. She's pretty much accepted terms going forward. That doesn't mean she wants to have sex necessarily, but she's open to the possibility of it at that point. Does that make sense? Or not? Any questions?